Everyone, I am Chaitanya. In this video, I will walk you through a production style authentication system I implemented using JWT, access tokens, refresh tokens, role based authorization, and secure logout using Node.js and Express. This is not just a login demo. I will explain why each decision is made and how this works in real systems. In most applications, we want authentication to be stateless for scalability, which is why JWTs are commonly used. However, JWTs introduce a problem. Once issued, they are valid until expiry, and logging user out of the system or rotating sessions becomes harder. To solve this properly, we split authentication into short-lived access tokens and long-lived refresh tokens. Sorry, the access token is short-lived, typically 10 to 15 minutes. It is sent on every protected request and used only for authorization. The refresh token is long-lived, example 7 to 30 days. Its only purpose is to issue a new access token when the old one expires. This improves both security and user experience. ठीक है? Because if we don't have this system, our user have to log in every 15 minutes as our access token expires, creating a bad user experience. On login, okay, so let me just open the auth controllers and show you the login system. So as you can see, on login, after after validating the data which is coming from our front end, okay, our backend generates two tokens, one access token and another refresh token. The access token contains user ID. So let me just go here to the access token. The access token contains the user ID, role, and the email. Okay. While on the other hand, our refresh token contains the minimal information about the user, and when the it is generated, for example, a refresh token is generated, I hash it using the crypto library and using a SHA-256 algorithm and then store it in our database. This prevents uh, any compromisation even when the database is compromised. So if our database is compromised, nobody can use the refresh token even after having it directly. So the refresh token is sent as an HTTP only cookie, so it cannot be accessed by JavaScript, which protects against XSS attacks. The access token is sent in the authorization header using the bearer schema. This separation follows how real production systems handle authentication. Yeah. So let's just come to our refresh endpoint. So when the access token expires, the client calls the refresh endpoint. As you can see, this is our refresh endpoint. First, I read the refresh token from our cookies. Then I hash this refresh token received. Then I hash the refresh token received from the user. And then I compare it with the token which we are found from our database. So this is the refresh token which we have stored above in our database. It is coming from database. And then we are comparing them to see if this is the same refresh token we issued to this user. If they match, I generate a new access token and sorry, I generate a new access token and a new refresh token. This is called the refresh token rotation. So what actually happens is, okay, even if our token is compromised, this prevents it from being misused again. For ठीक है in a database and send the new refresh token. Okay. So if they match, just generate a new refresh token. Okay. I hash the new generated refresh token, save it in the database, updating it in database, and then I send it as the cookie, as you can see, with the secured options and the new access token issued to the user. This prevents refresh token usage and limit damage even if the token is stolen. And now let us see our admin middleware. So authentication and authorization are separate concerns, while after verifying the JWT payload, which we done at our auth middleware here, you can see after the JWT is verified, what we does is here we split this decoded, verify our JWT, and then we check the user's role. If the user role is admin, then only they are allowed to access our admin routes. Once user role admin, only the user with the admin role can access the admin route. This is implemented using a clean middleware based approach. Okay, so let me just give you a quick Postman demo. So here I come. So now let me just log in with a where is the JSON format? It's a raw, and in the raw it's a JSON. You can see raw we have selected JSON. Okay, so now we give it a JSON response, and which simply contains our email, which is test4@gmail.com, username, which is the commit log, and then we gave it the password, and this is our password, as you can see, and now we get it with the role. The role is admin. So now when I send this, oh, my mistake, I just forget to start the server. So let me just start the server once, please. Node server.js. Oh, what is happening? You can node server.js minus watch. Let's wait for server to start. Okay, so let's just now when I fire this, as you can see, we are receiving an access token. So as you can see, this is our access token. Here we are receiving our access token. And in the cookies, if you go, you will find this is our refresh token here. This is our refresh token. So we are receiving this refresh token. Now we save it and now cut it out. And now you can see in the body, this is our refresh token. Now, when we go to refresh token endpoint, okay, I just have a refresh ticker. Let this login be there. Just copy this. Cookie. Let's have this cookie code be copied, save it. And now we go to our this request, refresh token request, as you can see, and in our cookies, we can see our refresh token here. So now when we send this refresh token to we receive a new access token. We are receiving a new access token, and we are also receiving a new cookie. So now, if I copy this new access token and take it to the our admin page, And in the headers, I give it authentication with a bearer value, a space, and the access token. And now I send it. You can clearly see admin route is accessed. So this concludes our token. If the token is invalid or is expired, the request is blocked immediately. Okay, is blocked immediately at our middleware, at our admin middleware. While implementing this, I initially used the wrong environment variable for JWT verification, which caused admin routes to fail. Debugging this helps me understand how small configuration issues can break authentication flow. This implementation closely mirrors how production systems handle authentication securely. Next, I am extending this into a complete internship application portal with admin and student flow. Thanks for watching.